So, I'm reading this book, Imagination Redeemed, Glorifying God with a Neglected Part of Your Mind by Gene Edward Veith Jr. and Matthew P. Restuccia. And I want to share with you, he goes in to talk about the book of Ezekiel, right? If you've never read that book, that is a fascinating book. You talk about imagery that is beyond anything you could ever possibly imagine. It's an amazing book. In fact, me and my boyfriend are currently studying Ezekiel together. It's fascinating. It really is. It really makes you just like, what is happening? But that's kind of cool at the same time. It's a trip. Anyway, so this is what I read this morning. So even Ezekiel, as Matt will discuss later in this chapter, when given a vision of spiritual reality, was not shown a direct sensory manifestation of God. He has shown the appearance of a likeness of the glory of the Lord, Ezekiel 1:28. Not God, but the glory of God. Not the full glory of God that would surely have incinerated Ezekiel like a fly in a nuclear reactor, but the likeness of his glory, and not just the likeness, which Ezekiel still probably had no frame or reference for, but the appearance of the likeness. It goes on to say, thus God does accommodate us minuscule creatures with our feeble imaginations, our primitive intellects. He gives us appearances and likenesses that we can use to think about him. The Bible is full of them: father, king, potter, shepherd, bridegroom, and on in every page. Our minds being what they are, we cannot help but picture something of God in our minds when we think about him or address him in prayer. What's interesting to me is when I think about how they describe God in Revelations and Isaiah, all that stuff, and I'm like, and then I kind of go back to like Men in Black, right? Where, there's this alien guy and or this guy who looks like a human, but when he died or whatever, his face opens up and this little dude comes out like, and sometimes I wonder, is God, when we go to heaven, is he really going to reveal who he is and what he looks like to all of us, or will it always remain a mystery? And if he does come and reveal himself to us, what is he going to really look like? Will he be the little dude that comes out of a body and he's like all tiny and stuff? What are we really? I mean, it's an interesting concept and thought process.